What's up, guys? Welcome to Real Reactions with Jaded. Roy, you're a delusional motherfucker. You really are. Do you really think that you can start a stream, talk? I mean, when I say bullshit, I mean literal bullshit. Nothing that you say is true. I mean, you start off by saying, like, all these people's tagging you, they're tagging you, and you got these idiots in your chat. We'll get to those fuckers in a minute. But you sit there and say all these people are tagging you, and you say again, them, they, them, they. Not like you said, like, oh, I call it out. Because if you remember once before, you said that same thing. You're like, oh my God, look at all these people that's tagging me, and you scroll through your phone. And there was a bunch of tags, right? But 90% was by Reese. The other 10%, what, maybe 5% was by Red. And it was only those two people. So 95% Reese, 5% Red. Reese was doing it because he's a serial tagger. Red done it because, what would you call her? A cunt, a whore, a bitch? I mean, I don't get you, man. I really don't. Now, let's go to the chat. You got people like Carrie. You know, Carrie, she's just, oh, they talk drama. They do this. They do that. Again, you don't stop her from saying, don't say they, say the person you're talking about. But that dumbass, yes, Carrie, you're a fucking dumbass. You are a shit stirring nut hugger. Or yeah, nut, not nuts hugger, nut hugger. You're in a good place for that. All she does is talk shit about us. That's all she does in your chat. She's complete drama. Any comment she leaves, even before you started talking drama, she leaves the comments. You got Walker, which he's just an idiot, whatever, right? But again, you go back to Reese. Reese is the one. He's up there. You're talking about suing people, Roy. You're literally, I mean, oh, I'm recording this. I'm getting everything I need. I'm giving, you're giving me ammunition. Well, Roy, you're shooting blanks. Probably from the defective nut. But no, you're shooting blanks, buddy. Because let me tell you something. Again, do you ever notice on YouTube videos there's a like and a dislike button? You can hit the dislike button. There's a comment section. YouTube TOS doesn't state like, oh, you must leave positive comments, no negative ones. You're allowed to say what you want. You're allowed to respond. You've got huge channels, huge fucking channels that literally you got channels that talk about them, tell people they don't like them, the reason being. I mean, can a singer or like somebody makes a movie, if they put it out there and someone in the comments says, I don't really like this song or I didn't really like this movie and this is the reason why, can they sue them for that? I don't think so. No. And again, everything we said, every single thing we said about you. And disclaimer: when I say Roy, only has one nut, I think he really has two. One's just hidden, and I don't know. That's what he said. I have no fucking idea, to be honest. The beads thing, I have no. I mean, what he does with the beads, all I know is what he said. Again, everything I said, he said. Them were what you call jokes. The shit about telling people that you're a terrible person, you're a terrible friend, you're a backstabber, all that shit, that's all facts. And I can show you by your own words, your own channel. Hell, your own people. Look who you got left. Again, look at your chat. You're surrounded by people just like you. The only person to go on your panel is a fucking guy that his whole channel, every like fourth or fifth video, is talking badly about you. You're up there saying shit. He's up there talking about fat people, but he was calling you fat, Roy. He was saying you were fat in your video. He was going at you. But what do? You're down. That's the only person you got left. So you got to, latch on to that. Now, the Conquest thing. Conquest said, I think he was talking about Cherry. But again, Roy, you've always said like, hey, if I'm talking about somebody, I don't say them, they, or that. I say their name. I tell you who I'm talking about. But you didn't, Roy. You said, and I said it was Bobby, and I know it's Bobby because you said like somebody that you was really surprised at. See, that's Roy's way of trying to get Bobby to come over there and show up in the chat because he thinks if he can get Bobby to do that, that it might bring a few other people that I have no idea. But no, Roy, it's not going to do it. The only thing is, if Bobby goes over there and hangs out with that shit as you're doing that and knowing it's lies. See, the thing about the lounge and people going there is there's a difference. We're not saying lies. Roy is a terrible friend. He's a terrible person. He's a fucking hypocrite. He does shit. He talks about people. He can sit 3 hours and say he owns somebody. But if someone plays that, they're the bad person. But now Torp, somebody can go back on his channel from years back. It doesn't matter. You pull out a video and they make it to make it look like he's this terrible person and he's this, a really bad guy, which he's not. And everybody knows that. Even the person that put the video up knew that. Reese, that's defamation. But that's what you got, Roy. That's all you got, the people that does that kind of shit. But when they do that to Torp, you literally say it's Torp. If you put something on the internet, oh my God, people can do what they want to with it. Dude, and that was in the same fucking stream, Roy. That's how fucking stupid you are. Really. And I mean, again, in your chat, Carrie's talking shit. You don't want the drama, but that's all your chat is. Then you got Jackass. That's all she does. What did she say? The hills have eyes. Hey Jackie, maybe you should use like the mashed potatoes at your next family gathering for something better than the ashtray. You nasty fuck. Carrie, you really want to be involved in this shit? You want to keep talking shit? Okay, we'll bring you part of it. You can be in it too. But again, Walker, fuck you. You're just whatever. But thinking you can pull Bobby back over there by saying that kind of shit and get Bobby to come over to your chat so you can talk shit and have Bobby sitting there, whatever. And again, Roy, nobody cares who goes where. We don't give a fuck because trust me on this, Roy. Trust me on this. This is the difference in our side and your side. If Bobby was in your chat and he wasn't saying nothing and you wasn't drilling people, because you did say something about Bobby. You said, "Oh, I know what kind of person Bobby is because of what he done to other people." What he's talking about there is Hector and Cherry. That's when, see, Bobby, that's what we're telling you about. And Bobby did kind of, he alluded to this, but this is what we all tried to tell you, Bobby. When you go to a channel and they're doing the shit like they were doing, like doxing people, fucking family shit, the shit they said about my daughter. I mean, literally where she lived, stuff they were going, he was going to do. And they say, oh, this guy's good in my book and shit. That's what that led to. See, it was getting to that point. But when that happened, Bobby took a stand against it. Now, according to Roy, that was a bad thing. What Bobby did, I guess, that was Bobby. He did something to Hector and Cherry. He doesn't call out Hector and Cherry for, winding up Blaze and saying, like telling, Hector saying, oh, Blaze, you're good in my book. Hector can't even read a fucking book. That motherfucker's so stupid, he couldn't even listen to a book on tape and understand it. I don't know. But Roy, again, tell your attorney to blow me. Really. I mean, here, here, you said you're recording shit. You want ammunition. I'm going to give you some. Ready? Hit screen record. Ready? I'm going to give you, what's it? 3, 2, 1. Fuck you and your attorney, Roy. Everything I said about you is true. The only defaming is with the shit you're saying. Again, you're saying they, them. Uh, was it? I think it was. Yeah, it was Carrie. She said Jaded is the biggest hypocrite of all. Here you go, Carrie. This is your chance. This is your big moment on YouTube. Call me out. How am I a hypocrite? Please tell me. That's even like the Tracy thing where someone said I said bitch. I still don't recall that. I went back and tried to find it, but I even apologized saying if I'd done it, I shouldn't have done it. I was wrong. That's the difference. There is none of that. We don't say shit and go and do the other thing. Tracy saying like, oh, they say they're good people, but they talk about no, Tracy. We're calling out you're a terrible fucking person, Tracy. The shit you done. You. That's what I'm saying. Again, you're over there with fucking Jen when Jen's the one that proved exactly you're full of shit, Tracy. She proved all the shit you said about Cherry. Now, see, I thought Jen was going for that Gen X name because it says Gen X, right? But Roy calls her Jinx. And, it's a good name for her because everybody that's around her, she's a Jinx. Bad shit happens to them. I mean, the shit she done to Pedro, once you asked her about that, Roy, all the shit about calling DoorDash and shit, that's fucking weird. That guy in the hospital, the coffee maker thing, that's fucking weird. I mean, you might want to, think about that. See, the way you got to look at that is if somebody does that to somebody else, like the shit, she says she's done, you hear that and they'll do it to you. All it's got to do is they don't like you for some reason. She probably tried to, maybe email Pedro or hit. I have no fucking idea what she done, but she has some kind of huge hate against Pedro, and I have no idea why. But I'm sure, Roy, you're over here talking about, how good of a guy you are, and you don't fucking bother nobody. You're trying to do this. You're trying to stay out of the drama. We keep drawing you in. Dude, get the fuck out of here. Again, you started your thing with drama. And you even proved yourself, like the video I did tonight talking about. You didn't even see that till you was like way up in your stream. And I still stand behind that. That click the link. Dude, that stupid Carrie in your chat said it the same thing. You all were sitting there saying, like, oh yeah, they won't click the link. They're scared. Then she literally types in the chat, laugh out loud. There ain't no one stupid enough to click their link. God, you guys are such, I mean, you deserve each other. You guys are a bunch of fucking losers. You got Serb over here. I mean, Roy, sit back and think about that. You got a guy whose whole existence on YouTube is a lie. His best friend, cousin, uh, I guess brother now at the end, his war buddy, he's gone. He's gone. After taking up for Serb for years and like, building Serb up, he's gone because he was caught. His camera came on a couple times and you seen that he was dog and dog was him. And he's gone. He's talking about YouTube TOS, but his whole fucking channel is literally, what would that be under YouTube? Bullying harassment, because it's all the videos are about me and Flex. And I ain't been there in a while. There's probably some about other people on there. I don't know. But his whole channel, both of his channels, him and his other channel, Dog, it's all videos about us. So, I mean, we could flag the shit out of that. We don't do it because we're not pussies, Roy. I don't care. Fuck, I laugh at some of those. Even fucking Blaze, he done one where him and I think it was Serb, he's trying to say they attack me and they get me in a tunnel and eat me or something for Halloween. Like I said, it was very well edited. I'll give him that. I didn't think like, oh, I'm striking this guy. I mean, Blaze probably done that to try to like maybe like scare me or something. But Blaze, I laughed my ass off. I thought it was fucking hilarious because you and Sir both can suck my dick, and you're welcome to try to do whatever you want to me. And again, Reese talking shit like, oh, I will do this. You Reese, when J Rom was in the, I mean, you talk shit. And what was you said to J Rom? Hey, if you want to catch these hands, come to Cali. And he said, all right, bet. He gets in his fucking truck. He's headed that way. You have went from you were talking to gang members, you got a taser or a stun gun, you had called the police after you had told him to come and catch his hands. When he called you out on it, you got scared as fuck. Same thing about Roy. He's always, you don't want to say this to my face. You, Roy, I'll say it anywhere to your face, anywhere. I don't give a fuck about you, man. You ain't shit to me, boy. And I'm telling you this, Roy. I ain't the one getting violent. You're the one that said it. You're the one that says it. Oh, they won't say that to my face. Yeah, we would, Roy. 100 guarantee you I would do it. Again, I'm not a hypocrite. If I say I'll do it, I'll do it. But that shit you're doing, you're sitting there, you block people for going to the lounge, but you're going to sue people for literally pointing out your fucking flaws. How you screwed your friend Flex, who's done a lot of shit for you. Then you talk about people taking money out of your pockets. Well, the three people who probably put the most money in your pockets, I guess besides Cray, there was really four. But the other three, that would be me, Thunder, and Flex. I mean, why in the fuck would we keep giving you money? I mean, we ain't supporting your beat addiction. Get the fuck out of here. You know, you like to talk about gig workers. So what you need to do is maybe, you know, after work, go out and do a few door dashes, earn that money. And on YouTube, we seen what Flex made in 6 years, 7 years, something like that. Like that's including all that super chats and all. It was like $6,000 or $7,000. You're nowhere near that, Roy. Nowhere fucking near it. And again, we're not telling people like, oh my God, this is, you know, Roy did this, Roy did that, and it's a lie. Everything we say is a fact and we can prove it. Again, all the shit you're saying about us is a lie and we can prove that too. And the bigger point is, I mean, we're begging you, show us what we lie about. You say we lie, Roy, show us what we're lying about. Tell us. Like I said, if you can point out a lie, I will come out and literally say that you own me. I'm not really gonna give you my nut, but I will. I'll make a video saying you own me. I'll say all, but you can't do it, Roy, because I've never lied about you ever. Anything I ever said, you're a shit friend, you're a dick, you're a fence rider. All that's true. All that's true. I mean, look what you're doing to Bobby. And again, to finish that point, the Bobby thing. Now, see, if Bobby was over there and you was talking all that shit, and Bobby was in the chat, and he was just like, you know, even if he didn't talk during that time, but he talked afterwards, and he knew the shit you were saying was bullshit. Fuck yeah, we'd call him out. But we wouldn't do what you did. I mean, we wouldn't be like, oh my God, block this motherfucker, get him out of here, Bobby's this, but we would talk to him about it. Because, like, just like we tell Bobby, I've told Bobby this before. Literally, when you go to like someone's channel and they're talking pure bullshit, I mean, lying, and you know they're lying, but you still stay there and support it, you're supporting the bullshit because they would, if people didn't go to the channel and type, you know, even if you, like I said, even if it's not when they're saying it, but if they type before and after, the person's thinking it's cool to do that because you're still supporting them. So anybody that supports that, you're just as much to blame as the person saying it. Like if people was at the lounge and we were saying a bunch of lies about Roy and they heard us say it and they stayed there, they would be supporting the lies. But we don't lie. And again, we've offered not just to you guys, anyone that comes to the lounge, to Thunders, on any of my videos, all you got to do if we say something, you're like, oh, I don't know about that. Ask us. We'll prove it. We've offered how many times? Roy, can you say that? Can you do that? Can you prove any fucking thing you're saying like all these tagging people? If you're getting tagged now, it's by that one channel. I have no idea who it is. They tagged you a couple times, fucking with you because you talk shit about them. You said Torp tagged you. Now why wouldn't Torp tag you, Roy? I mean, you got a guy up on your panel letting him run his mouth, knowing what he done to Torp. You're talking about Torp. Torp, what all did you say about him? He's a loser. He's all this shit. So he tags you, and you're like, oh my God, I'm getting tagged. Maybe if you didn't talk about Torp, he wouldn't fucking tag you, Roy. What do you think about that? Now, Reese, he'll tag you. You're talking about taggers, but I mean, most all of my tags are Reese. It's all the fucking time. He's a serial tagger, like I said. And you got him up there. You're supporting it. So enjoy being tagged. Enjoy being a lolcow. You and Reese go good together. I mean, right now, when you look at you and Reese on a panel, Jackie, Carrie, Serb, fucking Serb. I guess we'll say we'll count Serb as 1.5. We'll give him half a credit because maybe he thinks in his mind, him and Dog. Maybe late at night he actually thinks that he's. I don't know. Fuck, I don't know. See, here's what would be, a lie. If I said something like this, if I said, I don't think Serb, if I said this, Serb was never in the Navy. Serb does not have a wife and 4 daughters. Serb doesn't have none. See, I would be lying because I don't know that. Now, my opinion is if he does have a wife and 4 daughters, he's a shit husband and a shit father because he's on YouTube from the time he wakes up to the fucking hell 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning, all talking shit. That's all he does. That's all he does. So he spends no time. They talk about all we do is sit all day. No, we don't. I mean, go out during the day and even look in Flex's car ride. He's in and out. He's not in there. If he is in there, he's working. We're not sitting in a fucking room. And even if Serb, if he's at home, he's right in there in the middle of his house. But you never see nobody because remember his camera come on. Plus, like the picture on his fridge with the woman with, I don't know what kind of dad would have that around his daughters, but whatever. Fuck, no one's sure that could be one of his daughters. Fuck, I don't know. But what I'm saying is, it's not like I'm talking about his daughters. I don't think he has them. I could care less, to be honest. But the point of it is, once you lie so much, sir, no one's going to believe shit you say. But I don't really give a fuck about you, sir. See, I begged you to shut the fuck up. I hadn't brought you up in forever. You just won't stop. You won't shut the fuck up. So, I mean, we'll add you to that list. Then you got Jackie. Jackie is see, here's the thing, Roy. If Cherry come back and you and Cherry got into it, and he was really mad, and like Jackie wouldn't be there either. She rides Cherry's dick. Or she wants to. But even Cherry's not going to let her do it because I'm going to picture you. That's not her. No, no, no. Hills have eyes. My ass. You're the size of the goddamn hill. I don't know. I'm just saying, you guys talk shit, and you're so used to people not like hitting back at you. And that shit's getting old too. See, we let you all go low all the time, and we don't do it. Like I said, I've had people offer me to do shit, offer to do it, and I've talked them out of it. Like, no, don't do that. Don't do this. But you guys would love it if you could do something to affect somebody or hurt somebody. You would do it in a heartbeat. And Cherry's like the smartest one out of any of you. I hate to even say that, but Cherry can manipulate the fuck out of all of you guys, get you to do the shit for him, then wait till it's over, then come out and try to look like he had nothing to do with it. And if Cherry came back tomorrow, Roy would pop him up on the panel and act like nothing happened, just like Reese. Like I said, he's got Reese on the panel saying shit about other people, defaming him. He's recording it because they're taking money out of. If you go to Reese's channel, he's literally called him a thief. He's called him fat. He's called him racist. Not just one. It's all up there. All of it's up there on Reese's channel. See, Roy, you're with your kind of people now. Enjoy it. I mean, at this point, you should have you, Reese, and Eli on a damn panel. That would be the lol cow. I mean, fuck, that would be a hit. Imagine all three of you guys on a panel. I mean, you'd get the few people that still watch you, Roy. You'd get like a lot of people from the Eli because he's such a fucking lol cow. I mean, Eli's not even on your all's level. I mean, Eli's kind of almost like a Cherry in a way, but he's nowhere near as fucking smart. Eli will try to do shit behind the scenes, but Eli trusts his people. And, then he fucks them over, then the shit comes out about him, right? But you would have his people. Now with Reese, you would have all of his viewers. All of his viewers include him and his wife, and that's it. Nightbot, Jeffrey, you get Jeffrey. I don't know, but that's it. But other than that, I mean, that's a good idea. It'd be like the three lol cows. That's what you need to do. I'm telling you, that's going to be a success. That's all you got, Roy. That's all you got looking forward to in the future. Us telling you that you're a terrible person, a terrible friend, a fucking dick, all kinds of shit. All that's a fact. The shit you've done, you can look back and see. All your videos are still there too, Roy. All you're doing is talking shit. How are you going to sit there and block people from your chat? You literally block people from your chat if you see them talking over there. You've even said that. If you see somebody talking at Flexes, you'll block them. That's the same thing as telling people not to go. That's it. And when you're telling people, we're saying not to go to Roy's, I mean, hell, Thunder's own thing says, obviously you can do what you want. But if I was you, I wouldn't do it. That's called an opinion, dumbass. And hey, that lefty bullshit. See, that's the thing. Even Thunder's not a far leftist. I mean, Thunder's barely left. I mean, if anything, there's probably things that I'm further left on than Thunder is. Not many though. But see, Roy, you're one of the ones on the right that's like way the fuck over there. On YouTube, you say just enough. You know what I'm saying? You say just enough not to get yourself in trouble, but you can tell what you would say if you could. I mean, like the Gatling gun and shit. We try to pull you out of that. No, you double down. Like, no, I would. You're going to shoot families down with Gatling guns. I mean, the illegal situation, I agree. That's a huge issue. It's caused a lot of problems. But I don't want to see none of them hurt. Hell, most of them are good people. There are some fucking bad ones that come over, just like with anything else, good and bad. But I don't want to see none of them hurt. Even the ones around here. If I can, I help them out anytime I can because they're getting taken advantage of too. Because when they're out here working the gig apps, they're not even working their own phone or their own app. Hell, most of them ain't driving their own car. They're being taken advantage of by other people. So that illegal immigration, that's why it hurts because they can't get a legal job. They can't get on there legally. So they got to be taken advantage of. So that, I ain't going to, put a fucking Gatling gun on Chick-fil-A to keep them out of there. I don't know. But again, Roy, go fuck yourself. Fuck you. Fuck your attorney. Fuck Reese. Fuck everybody in your chat twice. Well, once you don't want to overwork that nut. But anyway, go fuck yourself. The rest of y'all have a good day. Or not, what the fuck ever it is. Hey, Roy, go fuck yourself. Beat it, bastard.